Hello, Flosstube. We're the Kitchen Stitchers.
Well, we're 2/3 of the Kitchen Stitchers.
Minus one.
Minus one. I'm Lisa.
I'm Crystal.
And it is October. It's October 17th. Today is my youngest daughter's 26th birthday. Happy birthday, Alex. Love you.
Happy birthday, Alex.
Love you, honey. Can't wait till Saturday. We're taking you out to dinner Saturday, so that should be a lot of fun.
Yes.
She want to go for steak.
Well, of course she does.
I love
Who
steak.
doesn't?
I want to go for steak. So
Arlene is not with us because she is out of town for work.
Stupid work.
She's been working a lot lately.
She really has. When we've missed her.
A lot of out of town,
missed her
too.
a lot.
Yes. And she was not able to come to Flosstube with us because work.
Life and work, yes.
Yes.
So anyway, Arlene, we did have fun, and we can't wait to tell you all about it when you are done with stupid work.
Mm-hmm. Work sucks. Can you say sucks?
Work sucks.
Work sucks.
I think so. So what did you do this weekend, Crystal?
Oh my gosh, what did we do this weekend? We had the best, and when I say best,
she means
the best weekend retreat. And it wasn't really a retreat, but it was a retreat from our everyday craziness life that we lead. And we went to Flosstube.
It was a quilt retreat in Sweetwater, Tennessee. It's called the Flosstube Quilt Retreat. It's mostly for quilting groups, obviously, to go and retreat and do quilts. Yes. But we don't do quilts. Well, one of us does, but we didn't do quilts. We did cross.
Not meaning like one of us.
No.
Katie Glass does.
Katie does quilts. We
yes. And this was in a beautiful 1800s farmhouse that the couple that own it had restored it to look just absolutely gorgeous. Kind of give it back that farmhouse 1800s feel, but with all the modern amenities.
Yeah.
I mean, we had
including
the best.
Pot.
Yes. Yes.
The modern amenity.
If you guys want to see the video, because I did video, and I was going to show you the video until I watched Pam and Steph last night. That girl, Steph, videoed this whole thing, and she was so good at what she did. I want you to go to Just Keep Stitching, watch Pam and Steph's episode
68.
30
plus 30 plus 5 plus 5 minus 2. I don't know. Math. Anyway,
Not our thing.
Episode 68. Well, it is my thing. I love math. Episode 68. And she did a phenomenal job showing the farmhouse that we were in.
Gosh.
So please go look at them.
Yes. And you can also peruse her pictures, because we took pictures. And so hopefully
we will put them there, because we don't know how to put them in. But if we can, they'll be there.
And you'll get to see our pictures, because honestly, we have no idea what we're doing. Arlene is the technical person. However, I am going to have Steph give us a couple tutorials to figure out how to do some of this stuff, because, oh my gosh, I was watching hers last night. And the music and all this stuff. I was just like, oh.
You know, they're good.
They're very good. So, our retreat was, we had 9 girls. And they were, Pam was our driver. She was the wheels in the bus, because we rented a 15-passenger van, and Pam drove all the way up and all the way back. And
everywhere in between.
She was such a trooper.
She was amazing. Pam, you were amazing. We should get you an engineer hat.
Yes. And it was. And on the way back, it was raining and all this other stuff, but she was just so good. And then, so we took 8 of the 9, because Katie Glass had to work that morning. And so she drove down, and she about got there fairly soon after us.
Yeah.
And because we made a couple of stops.
Yeah. And then, so we kind of divided the weekend up. Well, actually, my favorite thing about it is how we divided up the food, the meals. So we decided the first night we would just get down there, unpack, check in, and go out. We went out for Mexican and margaritas, sangria. And then we went grocery shopping for everything we needed because we all had our own assigned meals. They chose the early people.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for the early morning risers.
To make breakfast. So Katie, myself, and Sharon did breakfast. The 2 months we were there.
Early morning
and then
people.
They divided dinners into the other groups, and lunch was just, however you go. So we all took our grocery list and went into the Super Walmart, grabbed onto your partners, and just took off. And then
we were in and out of there.
We were so fast. It was amazing.
Like 15 minutes?
It was fantastic. So everybody got their own meals, checked out, got loaded up in the van, went back, and stitched.
I kid you not. It was so amazing. And meal prep. I mean, okay, I'll confess. I didn't see how the morning people did.
We rocked it, but you ate it.
I woke up to smell of bacon and sausage and coffee, and I was like, it must be time to get up.
It was.
It was wonderful. And then the afternoon, like we said, we're just your free for all, however you wanted to do it. And then the evenings, obviously Friday night, and that's kind of how this came about. Was Friday night Crockpot.
Crockpot Friday, yeah.
We were, we would come together, we would eat dinner together on Friday night Crockpot, and we just grew such an organic friendship with the people we were with, and it was so much fun. And I can't remember whose idea was, but I remember Sharon had been there before.
Yeah, well, had seen it.
Had seen it.
So anyway, the idea sprouted from, I think Pam and Stephanie, and they just
organized
kind of pulled
and
everybody and
contacted
were like,
them.
yes. And we got a group to go, and we just split everything 9 ways, and it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So Friday night, we did have Crockpot Friday in Sweetwater, Tennessee.
Yes.
So during the day, we piled in the van and drove up to Pigeon Forge, which was hour and a half away.
I don't know.
She slept.
I slept
This one
the
slept.
whole way. I remember getting in the van, and I remember them coming to a stop for us to get out of the van. And I'm kind of glad I did.
Yeah, it was this windy, narrow roads. It was a 15-passenger van. It was a little frightening, but Pam, you rocked it. I tell you, totally rocked it.
Totally.
So we went to Pigeon Forge, and then went to Dixie Darlin.
Dixie Darlin.
So it was a cute little cross stitch shop. I can't even talk today.
Yeah.
And these nine women piled into the store and just scattered. Bye. Collect up, and then we compared receipts after to see who won. I didn't win. I think
Katie Glass.
I think Katie won.
And I came in second. Yeah. That was so bad.
But we got great stuff. Do you want to show what you got?
Oh,
or do you want to talk about the shop a little bit?
Okay, the shop was really cute. I really loved, the thing that I loved the most about the shop was the stitched models.
Oh my gosh, the models were amazing.
They were absolutely, I took pictures of some of the stitched models because the framing, we are used to amazing framing at Keepsakes, and it is really good to see how somebody else does because I've seen some other framing and I'm like, but their framing that they had
was really cute.
Was cute,
details,
different, unique.
They did fun stuff with the matting.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Fun cutouts. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I took a couple of pictures of a couple of things to get ideas.
So if we figure out how to do it, they'll be
the pictures
at the end.
Yes, they will.
Anyway.
And but did I mention I came in second on the receipt thing?
Well, you bought a lot of linen, so you bought a lot of fabric.
When you see my stash, you'll understand. Okay, so I will show you my linens first. So I bought, this is the Belfast Petite Point. It's raw with the dots, and it's 12 by 14. And look at that. That is so cute. I love this. I cannot wait to stitch. And the reason why I bought it too is I saw Melissa, who is the cupcake stitcher. She was doing a Christmas on this type of fabric.
That was cute, that little Rudolph.
Oh my gosh. And it was so adorable. She did. She finished it while we were there. And so I thought, I want that. Then, of course, I found the 32 count linen sea spray, 16 by 18, and that is so pretty.
Yeah.
And then, green, the 28 liter linen watercress, 15 by 18. Look at that beautiful green.
That is a really pretty green.
Oh my gosh. And then, I've never done anything on pink, but this was so pretty. This is the 32 Belfast Ash Rose. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's so pretty that I think I'll do something on it. And then, of course, I got my neutral 28 Joblin Light Gray. Even though it looks beigey, it's actually light gray. Well, so are you ready for the stash?
Oh my goodness.
First of all, they had so many Shepherd's Bush, and Shepherd's Bush is probably my favorite designer, so it was so much fun. Okay, so here are the Shepherd's Bushes.
Shepherd's bushes.
Bushes.
These are all the bushes in the shepherd hat.
It's on a clear and starry night. Halloween is such a fright. It's the pumpkin stew. Witches roam and goblins too. They're then home to bowls of pumpkin stew. Oh, you guys, isn't this adorable? Oh, so that's one. Then we have spooky notes.
Cute. That one's cute. Oh my gosh.
Shepherd's
that's cute.
Bush. Then we have autumn.
Fantastic. I love that one.
Then we have October comes.
Yes, it does. It's here right now, actually.
You guys, if you think that that's enough Shepherd's Bush, oh wait.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. Thankful notes.
And these came with the bling?
But the bling bling.
That's cool. Did they all?
No, some of them did not. And then, I have not seen these yet. Where have I been? Have I been living under a rock?
I think you were under a rock.
Oh my gosh.
I hadn't either, though.
Scatter freedom.
And peace.
Can we scatter pumpkins?
In October.
How about we scatter Christmas?
What does that mean, scatter Christmas?
Scatter the spirits all over the place.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Be Christmassy all year round because it's a joyful time.
It is a joyful time.
It is a joyful time. Now, this one, this one is designed by Diane Authors. Now, if I would have Arthurs, didn't I say Authors?
Authors.
Arthurs. If I would have seen this, just this pattern, I would have passed it by because it looks bland. But they had a model stitched and framed that this was so gorgeous. They lightened up. Instead of these, gold brown, they actually made these a beautiful corn silk yellow. The background was more of a yellow, and these colors, they brightened them all up and made them a little bit lighter. This was absolutely beautiful. It was so beautiful, and
you had to buy it.
I had to buy it. Guess what, guys? That's all I bought.
That was it, and that was your second place win.
That was my that linen and
that linen. Yeah.
I mean, come on, guys.
I was somewhere in the middle. I only bought 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
However, the first thing I bought, that's up here.
Oh my gosh.
I've been eyeballing this Cricket Collection, what's it called? Playing with Jacks. I've been eyeballing this for a long time, and I saw it, and I was like, you know what? That's the one I'm going to get to commemorate this. I love this. Look at this guy. This little black pumpkin. That is fantastic.
Gorgeous.
Love that guy. And, oh my goodness.
I love that so much.
And because I love stitching on 40, I happen to have exactly the right.
That's amazing.
So I did this. I had at home already. Picture this plus Ren. Anyway, 40 count. So I've got the fabric. So this, I'm ready to go on this because it's all DMC, and I have every DMC.
That is going to look amazing. And it was so funny that you got that because that was one of the pictures. Because they had this stitched up on the model and had it framed, and the matting.
So they had it matted all around it, but the bottom matting was really thick, and then they had this cutout of this other pumpkin in the matting with another color behind it. It was absolutely fantastic. Yes.
So I have a picture of that if our pictures get up, so you can
there. Okay.
So you can see that, but it was stunning, and I wasn't even with her during these times, and I took a picture of it because I was so impressed with the way it was framed.
So another thing I bought most of a kit. It didn't have I bought the fabric. Oh, I did buy the fabric and the stretcher bar. Anyway, this isn't.
And that's where your dollars went.
Yeah, this isn't cross stitch, but it's that canvas work that is I love to do. I think it's a lot of fun. So this is called Starry Skies by Regional Quilt Series by Nancy's Needle. But check this out. Isn't that beautiful?
That is awesome.
And
oh my gosh.
So I mean, not only is it stinking awesome, it came with all of the stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm ready to start this, but I can't. I have to wait because Christmas. You know,
her Christmas list is growing by
growing.
the day.
It's like, anyway. So this was this is my second favorite purchase. The pumpkins are actually my third favorite, even though I love them more than I could tell you. But this was my second favorite. My first favorite, is here somewhere. I have never done a Mill Hill design. I've never had an interest in them, but somebody asked me to stitch something for him for Christmas. I thought, oh, nobody's ever asked me to stitch something for him for Christmas.
Especially Guy.
Yeah, right? So I was looking and looking and looking. It's like, oh, and I saw this and I thought, that's perfect. So, Mark, if you're looking, close your eyes.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Don't tell. Okay, so this is going to be, look at that.
That
Isn't that
is
fantastic?
so
I love these
amazing.
stockings. And I just love this. I started this on Friday when we got back to work. So I'm going to, so what day is today?
Today is Wednesday.
Even though this is for the whips section, I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Okay, ready? Look at them!
Oh my gosh. She has almost
Isn't that
completed
wonderful?
that.
I love them. Look at the socks. Look at those socks. I love them.
And you know,
Love them socks.
you even said you may, however, I don't know how you're going to fit this in because you knit.
I'm going to knit
Make those socks.
No, I am going to knit.
Oh.
I'm going to knit him and me socks to match these. And I'm going to, when I have it finished, close your ears too, Mark. I'm going to have on the back of these, I'm going to put First Christmas Together.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see you guys.
Anyway, aren't they super cute?
That is so
Super
perfect.
cute. I love these. So
perfect.
as soon as I finish the mantle, I'm going to go back and start adding all the beads in here because this is very heavily beaded. You can see.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That is so freaking cute.
So this is my first Mill
I'm
Hill.
in love with
My first
that.
Mill Hill.
And I can just envision those socks.
Well, and the girls at Whistle Stop, because I'd stitch and stitch and stitch, and I'm like, oh, I love these socks. And they would all, they're like, show the socks. Okay, here are the socks, everybody. Love these socks.
Oh my gosh. And you were stitching. I mean, we were all sitting around stitching and talking and laughing. Matter of fact, I laughed so much this weekend. My jaws I felt like they were bruised because I was laughing my head off.
Well, probably because I punched you too, but.
You punched me?
Yeah. That's why you're bruised.
She did it when I was sleeping.
She snores.
I do not! I don't snore.
Must have been Bill.
It was Delisha.
Maybe, I don't know. But anyway. So,
Oh
so those are the only three things that I bought at Dixie Darling. And I was towards the high middle of the winner's bracket, but
yeah, because you got an amazing fully kitted.
oh, I know, isn't that fantastic?
That is amazing.
I can't wait to do that, but it's going to have to wait because I've got to knit 2 pairs of socks and 3 Christmas sweaters. I just found out by Christmas, and it's already. Did I mention October 17th?
And we're doing a Christmas gift exchange with our Friday night crockpot whistle stop girls.
Yeah, so I've got to get.
And it's a secret Santa, so we're not allowed to tell you. I can't even show you because out of the 9 people, 7, there were 7 Flosstubes channels.
7 people, 5 channels. We're double, they're double.
Oh, anyway. That's right. We are a double.
Well, we're a triple.
Well, we're a triple, but we were together.
Yeah. So yes.
Oh yeah.
So we can't show our.
So there were Pam and Steph with Just Keep Stitching. There was Melissa, the cupcake stitcher. There was Candy Stitches. Delisha, Kentucky Sass, and us. And then
Kitchen Stitchers.
the kitchen stitchers. And then we had Sharon, who is probably one of the most talented people I've seen.
Extremely talented.
I mean, this woman can paint anything you would want painted. She has such an eye. I just cannot wait to show you what she's doing next. And then Katie Glass, hello. I mean, can we all have a Katie Glass in our life?
I want one.
Oh my gosh, this woman, I don't know anything that she can't do. Literally, she's a knitter, she's a quilter, she's a cross stitcher. She is she says Rosie the Riveter is her spirit animal. Because humans are animals. But when she said that though, not one person blinked because we were all like, yes, that is completely Katie Glass. And she's just like this strong, amazing, completely person that you can admire.
I was very glad to get to know her better because I liked her a lot.
Yes.
Liked her a lot.
And I will say that Melissa and I did the Saturday night dinner. And I've been in the kitchen with many women before. I've cooked, cleaned up with women. I've never seen something go so well. It was almost like a synchronized dance.
Nice. We
literally, because Steph had asked, oh, so who made this pasta and who made that pasta and who made the salad? And Melissa and I looked at each other and said, both of us. We literally had our hands in everything, and it was just kind of like this magical rotation from cooking to cleaning up to the whole thing went so smooth. I would work with that woman in a kitchen any day, and there would be just no stress whatsoever.
Well, the whole weekend there was no stress. It was weird.
I will tell that
was weird.
It was so weird, but so amazing that literally I want to go back. Again
tomorrow.
And again, and we've already booked our
next year's.
We made sure because we didn't want all of you,
just in case.
Yeah, we didn't want all of you to say, "Oh my gosh, that place is amazing. We need to go."
Well, we do want you to say that,
but we wanted to get ours
sure we got
in
our
first.
dates first. So we're locked in.
We are locked in.
So that was
Dixie Darling.
That was Dixie Darling. What else did we do Friday? I think we did.
Well, we went over to the moonshine place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the girls wanted to buy moonshine.
Yes. And so we went over in this big ass van.
She said ass.
Yes.
Oh my God. And Pam, when we went to this little very touristy area to
well, they had some kind of festival there.
Well, I think that was all the time.
Oh.
It was
real that crowded all the time. Woo.
So we drive in this big, Pam's driving this big 15-passenger van. And we're trying to park on these little tiny parking spots because they economize everything to get the most parking spaces you can. So this van just about fit. I think by the third spot, we finally had enough space to get in. So we got Katie out there directing, going, it was.
And we're looking
amazing.
out the windows, going, stop! Okay, you're good. Stop! You're good.
And I tell you, she parked that thing impeccably. It was perfect. It was dead center. It was straight. There was nowhere. It was perfect. Pam, you were amazing.
I know. Someone said there was a guy who was helping people park,
and he was like, "She's not
going to make it." And Katie Glass,
she is. And she did. She did a great job.
I think Steph said it was a 68 point
turn. It was fantastic.
I mean, she blew me away because I would have taken out every inch of the
mirror.
Cars and mirrors and
every
truck
side mirror along the way.
Oh, it would have been. Yeah. It would have been.
So
bad.
So it was really it was a great day in Pigeon Forge. And then took an hour and a half ride back, and then we had crockpot dinner was fantastic, and then after dinner, I think we were trying to decide if it was Friday. I think it was Friday.
It was Friday.
We did
because I was too impatient, and everybody was like, "Oh, we're gonna do our White Elephant Smalls Exchange Saturday night." Well, after Friday night's dinner, can we do it now?
So we did. And they had, oh my God, what a talented group of women that were there. I'm going to show you what I got.
Yes.
So the prize I won was made by Candy Askins of Candy Stitches. And look at this. I don't know the pattern name or anything, but check this out. How cute is that little pumpkin with the cat inside? And check this this little detail stitching down here that.
I almost stole that from you.
Yes, you did. And I would have been okay with that, but I wanted this so bad. Because I stole this from Delisha, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kentucky Sass. Mine. Anyway, I love this. Candy, I love this. Thank you.
Yes.
I know you made it special for me. I know you did. I know it.
And mine was from Pam. I had to steal this from Candy to get it. I wanted something that was absolutely beautiful and that could hang on a doorknob in my house. And when, I will say I kind of cheated, I saw Pam show it before Whistle Stop.
Well, because they put it on the video.
They put it on their video, so I already knew what it looked like, and so I was waiting for it to come up.
Yeah, but we still didn't know because we did a random drawing.
We did random drawings.
They used the spinny wheel that that Just Keep Stitching uses that Pam uses to pick her project. They put all of our names in there. Yes. They had the spinny wheel, and that's how we determined the order of who gets to draw. It was a lot of fun.
So much fun, and we had a lot of stealing, and then and I didn't know who got it and everything. Guess what? I was the last person, so I could have stole. I did steal something. But the thing was, I stole Melissa's The Gang's All Here from Delisha.
Poor Delisha.
And then
everyone was stealing from her.
I know. Every time she got something,
I
because every single Smalls was cuter and better than the one before.
Well,
not better. It was so equally beautiful.
Well, but the fun thing is I think everybody got the perfect gift for themselves. It was kind of weird the way it worked out. It was super cool.
And again, I do have pictures, but if they don't show up,
look on Pam.
Look on Pam and Steph's, because I tell you, this was absolutely gorgeous. And look at that button that holds it, and look at that impeccable stitching. Oh, Pam, I'm honored to have one of your Stitchy projects in my hand.
Yay.
Because that was so beautiful. I mean, everything. Guys, this place, we had such a good time that it wasn't like you were, you know how sometimes you're trying to be careful of not hurting someone's feelings because they're so different than you sometimes, or trying to guard so that you don't say something that someone else is going to hear, not hear the whole thing and then misinterpret, or you didn't stitch enough with this person, didn't stitch enough with that person.
There was none of that.
Didn't go to lunch with this person, didn't go, not one iota.
It was wonderful.
I mean, we were so organic and it was so amazing. It really gave me hope in womanhood again.
Yeah.
But I think that the thing that made this so is that we knew each other enough before we went that we knew we would mesh.
Yeah.
And the people that I didn't know well, which was Melissa and Candy, that didn't get to come out to a Crockpot Friday because they live an hour and a half to 2 hours away. They're out of town. I cannot tell you how much I love those girls.
Yeah.
Love, love, love. Candy, your sense of humor had me laughing. I was crying, almost peeing my pants, laughing so much.
Speaking of Candy, should we talk about what she made for us?
Yes!
Candy made us
T-shirts!
T-shirts!
Yes! Oh,
I can't read it because it's backwards where I'm looking at it. Today's Good Mood is sponsored by Tennessee Shenanigans and Cross Stitch. So Shenanigans, if anybody remembers, is the name of the fabric from Seraphim Hand-Dyes that we all, the 9 of us, well 10 of us, all got to do our group project on.
Yeah,
so
that's so true.
So we put Shenanigans on our shirts.
And while we're sharing what Candy, and I will tell you, everybody brought their own shirts. So Candy didn't have to go and make all these purchases and hope and cross her fingers that they all fit or everything. She literally said this was the most stress-free making of T-shirts because she makes T-shirts for everybody. And
yeah, so it was great.
It was good. People went out and bought.
We brought white.
We brought white. We didn't know white was on white.
So we had to. We went to Walmart.
Walmart, $4.99. And it's so soft. They're long,
and they're long sleeved, and they have nice wide necks. Isn't that nice?
Yes. So we love our T-shirts.
Yeah, we do. Anywho,
now do we want to show what other people gave us?
Sure.
How about we show what Pam and Steph gave us?
Okay.
So Pam and Steph gave us these party bags with
wine glasses. And drink cups.
And drink cups, which I left my drink cup at home. And inside the wine glasses,
we got
a fully kitted up kit that a woman named Teresa, and I don't know her.
They're Needle Bling Designs.
They're Needle Bling Designs.
She gave permission or 9 copies of her design. And Pam and Steph kitted it all up for us and gave each of us this
wonderful
spooky,
pattern that we're going to all make.
To commemorate our trip. So
why don't you show them that you already started?
I did. I already started mine because I'm like that.
She is like that.
Because, you know, I can't just work on one thing.
No.
Well, I would have been working on my socks because I love them. But Mark was here.
Yeah, she couldn't stitch in front of me.
So I did So that's the.
Oh my gosh, and I cannot wait to stitch that.
So this is fun.
I mean, they chose everything perfect.
A nice, easy little stitch, and
yes.
And I was so tired by the end of the Whistle Stop weekend that I just wanted. I'm still kind of tired. I just wanted something mindless.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then
the backing fabric I picked?
Oh, I know. Look at that.
Look at that,
guys.
I love this.
Seriously.
Oh, I dropped my eyeball.
Uh-oh, don't drop out your eyeball. So Sharon had these adorable, each girl got one that she ordered project bags.
Mine's this color.
Yeah, mine's this color too.
Yeah, yes.
And inside the project bags were, oh my gosh, wait till you guys see this. This is a highlighter for your charts. You know how everybody highlights? And then your chart is all highlighted, and so you can't really pass it along to anybody. Well, now you can. You can highlight.
Okay, we're getting a glare.
Okay,
so
see that? See that? Look. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to do it. Oh my eraser! I have the lid on it.
Like, this is not working. It worked before.
I know it worked before. Guess what? It's gone. So you can now highlight and then erase it. I was actually trying to erase it with the lid on the.
It doesn't work on this UC eraser?
It doesn't.
So she also gave us these cute little scissors with the scissor cover.
Oh my gosh, I love them. They're bunnies.
Mine's not a bunny.
Mine is a bunny.
Mine's a gopher.
Oh, there's.
Oh look, it looks like glasses when I put it on.
Okay.
Anyway,
so that was in there.
But she also made, because she's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
She made us needle minders. So I'm just going to show you these two because it's on her card.
She hand painted these needle minders.
So this is her business name, 1928 Farmhouse. She's on Facebook.
Yes. Don't email her.
But these are hand painted. No, don't email because just send her.
She doesn't.
Just send her a note on.
Yeah.
But these are hand painted.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they beautiful?
She is selling these. And she's got a lot more designs, and she is just amazing.
So it was that. It was this guy, Stitch Your
Stress Away.
I got a butterfly.
Gotta show.
I will. There's this little Mardi Gras wine glass.
I got a wine glass.
But the best one, it's on my socks. Because I love my socks. Hold on, this one is the best. I know she got this one specifically for me because, well, she does. I'm going to put it on this paper so we can see it easier. She got me a motorcycle needle minder. Isn't that fantastic?
Because the new beau in Lisa's life is a Harley Davidson motorcycle rider.
I got a motorcycle.
That is awesome. Yes.
I love this. So I put this on my socks.
That was
love my
so
socks.
cool.
Oh, these socks.
Yes.
So anyway, so that was from Sharon.
And
Crystal.
Crystal
made us.
I made needle minders. And they are adorable.
Yes.
And then I made some Santas, and then some people got squirrels, some people got...
I got a fox because I'm foxy.
There we go.
I think that's it.
But I made a rookie mistake. Pam was, she was looking at them, And I was so excited about these, and I'm still excited about them, don't get me wrong. But on the back, I put these black magnets on.
Oh.
And what she had said was, if you were to get a light fabric and put your needle minder on it, sometimes
It leaves a mark.
it leaves a black mark. So she, and I looked at Sharon's, and hers are the metal, hers are the metal, the silver metal ones, so they don't leave any marks. And Sharon showed me how to go to a website, and you can order hundreds of those little magnets, fairly inexpensive.
So and so easier if you're going to do them in bulk.
Right, and because I love doing them, I'm going to order those, and then I'll be able to
make all kinds of presents.
Make all kinds of pretty presents. Oh, and by the way, Sharon also put one of Mike's pens in.
This is her husband. He
has his own garage.
So if you ever need your car fixed on and you're in Ohio, Mike's Garage in Middletown, Ohio, and it has a stylus on the end with a pen.
So those were in our kits also.
And I've already used mine.
Yes, and I'm taking mine back, putting it in my kit so she doesn't swipe it. Just, yeah, I mean, like, not she really would, but... So, so those were so thoughtful,
yeah,
so
thank
sweet.
you, girls. I loved everything.
I did love everything. And,
especially my motorcycle needle minder.
Yeah, she does love that. It was very, very clever.
It was very clever.
I really did enjoy that. One of the things, too, is if you've ever been a retreat with me, which you've been to lot of retreats with me, I don't do a lot of stitching. Because
she doesn't.
Matter of fact, I maybe get 10 to 20 stitches in, and I could be there 4 days. Because, you know, you don't have to go around and see everybody, you don't have to talk to everybody, you don't have to see everybody's projects because we're literally in the rooms together, and so we're all like talking and showing each other all this stuff. I got so much stitching done. Do you remember when I showed you when I started my trees, my little ornaments, and this was the stitching that I was going to do with the tree lot and the little red truck? I finished it.
She did.
At Flosstube. Now, I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning the last night because 2 reasons. 1, I did want to finish it. But 2, I didn't want to close my eyes because the weekend was so amazing. I knew that when
it's like admitting it was over.
I know. I didn't want to go to sleep because I knew once I went to sleep, then I had to get up in the morning and pack, and then we would come home. And I didn't want to come home. It was so much fun. If ever something happens to all of our spouses or significant others and everything, I'm searching every one of these women down and I'm going to say, let's buy a house together and let's all live together and we can take turns with the meals and all that other stuff, because that's how well we all got together. I loved being together.
So you finished something at Flosstube.
Oh, guys. Look at this. I finished it.
Isn't it adorable?
Oh.
Whoops. Sorry.
I cannot
How cute is that?
wait until I give this to Jan, and so that she can make this an ornament.
Isn't it great? I love that. Love.
Now I did change the pattern.
Little house needlework.
Yeah, I did change. It's little house needlework. I did change it a little bit. There was a big old bird over here, and the bird was almost as big as the sign, just about as big as the tree. So I decided, since I had a snowflake here, I was going to put a snowflake, a tiny different one than the one over here. So I made it a little different. And then this bird down here was like, came to like the middle of the trees. It was so big. So I did that on a 1/over down there because I wanted the bird to look like he was pecking at something in the snow. So yes, I switched it up.
Super cute.
It wasn't that big of a switch up. Everything else was called for colors and all of that. So, and
I didn't finish anything.
No, but you saw how much she did.
I did. I worked on, and I actually pulled out one of my Stitch Manias to work on a little bit. So I worked on my Shepherd's Bush. Be Happy. I didn't do much on it, but I spent some of it. But it's Shepherd's Bush. be happy. But I did pull it out of my Mania bags, and yeah, I'll get it, Felicity. I promise I will get that for you. I also worked a little bit on the Quaker piece, but I didn't do much.
Yes, you did.
Because I was working on the socks.
Once you got those socks,
that was all she wrote.
That was all she wrote.
Yeah, so that's all I.
And I have one more whip. So since I did the tree lot, I try to do at least 2 ornaments that kind of look similar to each other, so that when I give them to Jan, they're matchy a little bit. And so the next one, and I loved doing this one. And now that I'm doing this one, I love it even more. I am doing the Little House Needleworks Tweet. It's a Cardinal Winter, and that's what it looks like. And oh my gosh, look at that. And so the bunny, there's a bunny over here too, but I, instead of stitched his eye and stitched his tail, I French knot his eye and his tail, so that, because it's just stitched there. Come on, you can't even see a tail. But you can now! So I gave him a fluffy tail and everything. And look at the birdhouse and birds. I love birds and birdhouses. I have them in my backyard, and I will sit, not these mornings, but I would sit with my coffee, and I have the smaller birds, the, what are the yellow ones called? Goldfinch, and then wrens, and hopefully she's got chickadees flying around her. So hopefully, yeah, I saw it twice. So hopefully I can attract the chickadees, because oh my gosh, they're beautiful. And then I have the cardinal one for the big birds in the back. But I am going to make this, and I'm going to finish this week, and then hand them both into Jan so that she can make those. And guess what else? I have FFOs.
I don't.
Hold on. Look. Okay, so, I know. So you guys remembered my welcome with the American flag, and I hand painted the frame. So I gave it to Barbara, and I asked her if she would put it all together. So she quilted this part, and then backed it, and then put it in my hand-painted frame I did.
Look how great that turned out. Oh
I am absolutely in love with this. And my downstairs family room is Americana, and it's going there. And then wait, there's more.
I got nothing.
Oh my gosh. So I'm going to save my favorite for last, which honestly, these are all my favorites. But last week, I gave her 2 ornaments that I stitched up like really, really fast, because they were just... they were very quick stitches. And honestly, Christmas is Jesus's birthday. And so I did the Happy Birthday, Jesus. Okay, this is so plain. It was plain. And I told Jan, just whatever you do. She added on a skirt. She added this on. And I'm telling you, I am so in love with that thing that took me one night to stitch. I'm in love with it. And then Believe, and now I did change these colors up a little bit. I made them a little more bright than what they were. And look what she did on the back. She put Believe on the back.
I love this tinsely.
I know. So these are very, kind of go together.
They're faux.
Now, so you remember me stitching my witch, my little witch that I was going to give as our Halloween exchange.
She was so funny. Everything I'm keeping this. I'm doing this for the exchange. No, I'm keeping this. Jeez, Krista.
So I was gonna.
She made 3 things before she finally gave one away.
Because I was gonna give the witch away, but then I stitched her and fell in love with her before Jan even made her amazing. And then I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give that away. So I stitched the ghost pincushion, and then I finished that, and I'm like, I gotta keep it because it's just so amazing, and it goes with the witch. So then is when I went to the sugar skull, but Jan finished my witch, and look at her little face. Jan, I love you. So I did all of the stitching, and Jan added on the trim,
For the grass.
the
That's
hair,
clever.
her hat, and
A sunflower.
a sunflower button because she knows I love sunflowers. And painted, Jan painted this sweet little witch's face.
Oh, look how cute she is.
And
oh
look
my gosh.
at the back. Is that not amazing?
That's
well,
amazing.
there's more.
One more.
My ghost that I just told her, you know, if you want to put it in a pin cushion, put it into a pin cushion or do whatever you want.
She made a drum.
She made a drum. Oh my gosh.
That is super cute.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so, and I'm not real fond of pumpkins with faces, so I just made them, because they were both jack-o'-lanterns, so I just made them regular. They're cute as pumpkins. It doesn't take away from anything else. It lets that ghost just really pop out, and it lets the witch be more. You know, there is one thing that I forgot. If you guys can look closely at my witch on my pattern, what did I forget?
I don't know.
The cat's whiskers.
Oh, no. You know, you can add those.
I'm going to. I'm just going to put the floss and just put a dink little bitty.
That's hilarious.
And then they're going to be whiskers.
Maybe he just shaved.
So I added 310. This is 310, which is our Keepsakes mascot. 310 is the black cat that lives at Keepsakes.
Lovely.
I did so much. I never get this much done. It's been a lot of fun. Did we have anything else?
Well, we do, but I'm kind of hesitant because we're getting a little bit long. How about I give a tease, and we can talk about it on our next time? Because I have a giant purchase for a giant project. Because why would I do anything small?
It's huge.
So I will just say, long dog sampler, death by cross stitch. I finally broke down and bought it because I saw on the Long Dog gallery page on their website, somebody had done this in colors. All kinds of jewel tone colors. And it was the most beautiful piece of work I've ever seen in my life. So, all right, I'm going to talk about it because I love the story. Oh, I shook it. Sorry.
It's so amazing.
So I saw this, and the woman who stitched it signed the body, who stitched her name, first and last name, Jenny, her name was, and so I stalked her. I went out to Facebook, you know, and I stalked her because I had her first and last name from the sampler, and I found her, and I sent her a note, and I begged and pleaded and implored, could you please help me? You know, I want to know, how did you decide to do what you did? She answered me. So Jenny answered me. Thank you, Jenny. I'm so glad you did.
Australia.
From Adelaide, South Australia. Man. And she's helping me. She's walking me through how to determine how to choose colors, what goes well, the thought process behind it. And as it turns out, well, okay, so we traded notes, you know, via Facebook Messenger, you know, back and forth, and I tentatively chose some colors. Well, I was getting in my car to drive out. I was going to go out to dinner, and I was getting in the car to drive, and all of a sudden, my phone starts giving this weird sound from Facebook video message, and it was Jenny. She called me. From Australia.
Awesome.
So I'm driving down the road, talking to my best friend Jenny in Australia as I'm driving out to dinner to Outback. We went to Outback, Australia, Outback.
Oh,
right?
Oh,
so it was meant to be, Jenny. You and me. So, but as it turns out, Jenny teaches teaches a class on how to select colors and how to do this. So she's teaching me long distance. So it's been kind of interesting. So,
and I have to say, Lisa is a called for girl. Yeah, whatever it calls for, that's how Lisa likes to stitch it.
And this is monochromatic. This is one color. Go to the Long Dog Galleries page and check out Jenny's. It is absolutely gorgeous. And she made some modifications to the pattern, which I totally love. But I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but these are kind of the colors I'm leaning towards right now for. So this is my base color without
it's variegated.
My variegated color that I'm pulling from. So those are the tones I'm kind of going for. And then these are the colors I will do solids in. You know, some of them are
Isn't that red variegated?
It's not variegated, but it's an overdyed, so you get a couple of different
overdyed.
tones.
Okay, that's beautiful.
So I went with the classic colorworks because that's really nice floss, and then I supplemented with some DMC colors too. So right now this is where I'm at. And Jenny, I apologize with the Whistle Stop weekend and being out of town, and now with my Christmas knitting list getting so long, I might have to put this on hold for a little bit, but I so want to get back to this, and I will reach out to you when I'm ready to. So I have my fabric, I have my pattern, I have a tentative color palette. I still need to pick out my pop colors, but I'll work on that.
I'm telling you, when you showed it to me, I thought, I mean, in my head, I'm like, oh my Lord, this is going to be so difficult because
I think so too.
So many color changes. And like she said, Long Dog is one color.
Well, these are.
These are. Right. And this one in particular. And, you know, it's difficult in itself with the pattern, but now to switch up colors and people, look at how many stitches are in here.
I'm not used to having to think.
Ooh,
so,
yes.
you know, I'm not a big fan of
this
thinking.
This is going to be a challenge. This is going to be a challenge.
Thinking,
and I know she's up
hard.
to it. I know she's up to it. But
anyway,
how long do you think? I mean, if you were to be able to stitch on it.
If I did this monogamously, it would take, I don't know.
That's almost, I mean, that's like a Haid in a way.
It's 363 by 447. Plus, I'm probably going to copy my best friend Jenny because she added this amazing border. She added a border, a nice thick one, like 1.5 inches thick.
Oh my Lord. I hope you can go and see Jenny's.
Yeah,
it will blow your mind.
It's obvious when you're scrolling through. It's obvious, you know, the one that I'm referring to. But please go look at the Long Dog Gallery page and check out the colored version. It's all in jewel tone blues and jewel tone. It is
so
gorgeous.
Rich. It is so rich. Jenny, woo,
rockin'.
Girl.
Jenny stitches like Pam drives.
The bomb. Yeah, you guys.
So, but I did want to share that a little bit. But
I'm so excited she got to share
long,
it.
But actually, we're getting
and it might be a little bit longer if we can get pictures into it. There. Wherever there is.
Anyway, did you have anything? I don't think I don't have anything more, but I guess that's that.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Alex.
Happy birthday, Alex.
Can't wait to see you on Saturday. It'll be a lot of fun.
So we will probably video again in about a week when Arlene can join us.
Yes, so please get back, Arlene, because we miss you.
We miss you. Yes.
I can't do that heart thing, but
I can. Look, it's a heart.
And there you go.
My Facebook, we have
in the coffee cup.
Oh, look, and in colors.
Oh, and the candle.
The candle.
Something like that.
I'm not very good at that.
Yeah, we're bad.
We're bad.
Anyway.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.